such law being effectively implemented and followed in the Philippines or in your locality? My answer is no. Since nearly the country's inception, political dynasties have plagued the Philippines with their obstinate perseverance, despite the fact that the 1987 Constitution forbade them. Members of the same very small families continue to hold elected positions at all levels of government. The great majority of Filipinos agree that this must stop. After every election, proposals to outlaw political dynasties are filed or reintroduced in Congress, but to no purpose. These measures merely sit in the relevant committee, and for the last 36 years, nearly none of them have ever been heard in the plenary. Many people believe that it will always be impossible to enact legislation as long as the majority of lawmakers come from political dynasties. Even the former President Rodrigo Duterte said in an interview that Congress dominated by families will never enact proposed laws outlawing political dynasties. The Supreme Court has previously determined that Section 26 of Article 2 of the 1987 Constitution is not self-executing and so necessitates a congressional legislative act. In other words, unless Congress fulfills its constitutional role to enact laws, the prohibition of political dynasties cannot be fulfilled or put into practice. The court has also declared that courts have no judicial influence over the decision as to whether law or should be passed. The 1987 Constitution is the fundamental and highest law of the land and establishes the structure and functioning of our government. By outlining the fundamental values and guidelines to which society must adhere and to which the government is answerable, it creates the character of our government. A specific set of social, economic, political, and developmental objectives are spelled out in the Declaration of Principles and State Policies. They come in the form of socio-political economic rights that are legally enforceable, as well as the guiding principles and regulations that they're formally or informally enforceable on the government. The state shall offer equitable access to opportunities for public services, according to Section 26, Article 2 of the Constitution, which also specifies or specific action. That's all. Thank you.